Hello.
Hey. So, what's your name?
I'm Sarah.
My name is Navid. I'm going to be your counselor today. And, well, let me know what's bothering you, and I'll try my best to help you out, and hopefully we can find some solutions. And I know it's your first session, so it's not easy to talk and give a lot of details, but we have the confidentiality between the client and the counselor, so I'm here to help. Just let me know. The more information, the better.
Yeah. I've just really been struggling with being so stressed and so burnt out from school, and I just feel like I can't please everyone. There's so many things that people want me to do, and I just end the night like drained completely. And I don't know if it's burnout. I don't know how you guys diagnose that or figure that out, but I feel like there's nothing left in me to give, and I'm just so tired all the time. And that, I feel like there's no motivation for other things. There's also been a lot of like difficulties in friendships, so I think I just have a lot of anxiety about that and different situations. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I've never done this before. I've never been to someone professional, but yeah, I don't know.
I understand. So you mentioned you're burned out in school and you have some problems with your friends. So let's talk about them separately.
Okay.
So let's focus on school first. What's been bothering you? Like, what has been making you feel burned out or so stressed?
I just am staying up really, really late to study, to write papers. I kind of put them off sometimes just because there's so many other things I'm trying to do too, different social events and whatnot. And classes have just been hard for me to understand and wrap my mind around, and that can be difficult for me to try to do anything with. And I'm not getting sleep.
So basically a lot of procrastination. Where do you think that's coming from? Do you think you're more interested in other stuff than actually trying to like manage your time and doing the work, or?
I think maybe it's because since I know that it causes me so much stress and anxiety, sometimes I just don't even sit down to do the homework, and maybe I find other things to try to do instead. Maybe that's where the procrastination comes from. Yeah, I'm not sure.
And do you think that anxiety is caused because you leave a lot of work for maybe the last day that the homework is due?
Probably, yes.
So for what I think to try to improve and have less anxiety during the week, maybe trying to have a schedule on like doing a little bit of work every day can help you reduce anxiety. So the day before the homework is due, you're not that stressed out because you have so many things to do that you end up crashing or just feeling so stressed that you don't do most of the work and you can't get sleep, so the next day you're feeling full. But yeah, it's a cycle. So I feel like if you can do a little bit of work every day as a start, it might help. And hopefully about this in the next session you can tell me if it has improved or not, and we can take it from there. And you mentioned friendship problems. Tell me a little bit more about it.
There was just some situations where I was misunderstood, and now there's a lot of anger towards me, and friendships that used to be very close are now completely destroyed, and that has just caused even more anxiety, and I think maybe even like social anxiety. So it it has just made me even more stressed. When any friendships are altered, it just makes me extremely stressed. So
And do you think you feel this way because they were close friendships, right? You mentioned. And what, like on a scale from 1 to 10, being 1 the worst and 10 the best, where do you think you stand right now?
like my emotions, ooh, maybe like a 4.
4. And it's all caused because of the way that friendship has turned out, do you think?
Yeah, and that on top of the stress from school, it just feels like I can't do anything right, and it's always kind of down and gloomy during the weeks.
What do you think that you can do to try to get it maybe to a 5 or a 6? I'm not saying to a 10 because that's a long way, but just a little bit of improvement.
It's a good question. One thing I know is getting more sleep would help all of it, because sometimes when I'm not rested, then everything, the stress of school and stress of friendship, can just make it even worse. So that would help a little bit. Just if all of this with the friendship was resolved, I don't know how that would happen, but that would help increase my emotional level.
About the friendship, do you think having a conversation with them would that help you? Maybe. Have you tried that before?
I haven't tried yet, just because I'm afraid of what they would say, and afraid it would just make things worse. But I think it could help to actually talk about it and to think through. I think that could help.
I think if you try to have that conversation with them, it might help you. I'm not saying it necessarily is going to go good or bad, but we will find an answer about why they're acting this way or how they feel about you, and from there we can take new steps in the next session and work through that.
So you think like soon I should try to talk to them?
I would say as soon as you feel comfortable with it. I know you're not going to be fully okay with it because you're scared, but if you think that this is going to give you an answer, so from there you can proceed to a new way of approaching the problem. I think that will be more helpful, and thinking that way will help you lose a little bit of that feeling of being afraid to talk to them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's just, I'm trying to think what I would say if I did. I know it would help me to feel resolved, but I guess I've been putting it off for so long because I don't know what I would say, because they're just so mad at me. I just feel like anything I say would make it worse. So I guess just trying to address the issue and clear up any miscommunication is where I would start.
I believe that's a very good way to approach a situation, and at the end of the day you're trying to get an answer. You have to going with the mindset that I'm just trying to get an answer, either if it's good or bad, and from there just proceed the next step. Maybe it's good again or it's bad, but we don't know that yet, and it's better to be in the present and trying to go one step at a time. Same way as homework, let's say, like try to do slowly one step at a time, and then after we get an answer from them, we'll proceed and see what can work to make you feel better.
Sounds good.
Well, thank you for coming here. Yeah, it was nice talking to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.